So in response to a lot of questions I've had, and I have also promised to make this video, this is a video on how to cleanse and charge crystals. Crystals are like bits of consciousness. You know, they're definitely alive and conscious. Their consciousness is different than ours, however, and they each have a specific kind of flavor, and any crystal you get is going to have different things that it's good at. And the book that is my crystal Bible, and I've told you about this before in other videos, is called Love is in the Earth, A Kaleidoscope of Crystals by a woman named Melina. This is what it looks like. It's a great big book, has every crystal that I've ever tried to look up in it, and I would highly recommend it. So, crystals. Alright, so this is my citrine. It was a gift from a friend, and citrine specifically doesn't really need to be cleared. It's actually a clearing crystal, so if I don't want to do the normal method when I buy a new piece of like crystal jewelry or when I get a little crystal or something like that, is I'll like put it on the citrine and clear it. That also goes for any metal that comes into my possession. If I get a new pair of earrings or a ring or a bracelet, whatever, it goes on there for a few hours and clears it out. But I wouldn't say that you have to go out and buy a bit of citrine. What you do to clear out a crystal, and I really like this method, and sometimes I even do it with clearing crystals I buy or I'm gifted, because I just like to kind of clear it of anything that's been around it, any energies, and so it's just kind of a common thing that I always do, is take your crystal before you use it. So this is before you ever use it. Hold it under cool running water, and the sink is fine. So turn it on so it's not a blast of water, but it's a steady stream. Hold it under the water, and as you're holding it under the water, and it's best if you do this with your dominant hand, which is your giving hand, so you're putting your intention into what's happening with the water. As you're doing this, intend that the water wash away any type of previous information that's in the crystal that's not beneficial for now. So say someone blessed the crystal 50 years ago. You can keep that in there if you want it, or you can just get rid of everything. I don't think it really matters so long as you clear out the negative stuff. And as you get used to doing this, you'll feel when the crystal's ready to be finished with the water. And then, once it's out of the water, I would recommend charging it up. Tonight is a perfect night for that, because tonight's a full moon, and a blue moon no less. So take your crystal outside, or put it in a windowsill, or even like the dashboard of your car, or somewhere where the full moon's light is going to hit it. It's better if glass isn't separate, it isn't separating the full moon light and your crystal, because information is transmitted. It's like plugging something into a wall to charge it up. So sit it outside during the full moon. You don't have to do that every single month, but it's good to do it a few times a year, and tonight's perfect for that since it's a blue moon and the energy is very, very high. So the way crystals work, it's all different. Some of them are great for manifestation. For instance, this was gifted to me by my Reiki teacher years ago, and she called this a Reiki crystal and a manifestation crystal. And the ways, some types of crystal make a difference, of course. Different crystals have different purposes, but also the way that they're cut makes a difference. So this one, for instance, I hope that you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. When I'm going to work on manifesting something, see that big flat end there? I put that against my forehead, against my third eye, and kind of send the thoughts into the crystal. And then I draw a few Reiki symbols on it to charge up the energy, and just put it there on my sacred area, and I know it's beaming out that energy for me over the course of however long it lasts till it needs to be recharged. And that's also an intuitive thing. Usually it depends on your intention, and it depends on the crystal how long. I think that probably everything I've ever asked this to help me manifest is still in there. It might just not be beaming as powerfully as it does sometimes, as it did at first. So that's how to clear and charge crystals. You can also charge them by sitting them in the sun. Some crystals I've read that take some of their color out. I've never personally experienced that, but I don't sit my crystals in the sun too much. Sometimes during the summer, if I'm laying outside, I'll bring all my crystals with me and like wrap them up in towels or whatever, and then put them around me in a circle. Also, you can sleep with your crystals either at different spaces on your body, or around your bed, or under your bed. That's really great for clearing if you're feeling kind of out of it. But I would cleanse your crystals a few times a year, even after you get them, just because, you know, accumulated gunk, if you're ever in a bad mood and in the room with them, they might pick up a little bit of it, just like dusting really. So, but definitely do it when you first buy them before you ever use them. So that is how to clear and charge up crystals. This is a full moon. obviously. So I think I'm gonna record a quick other video for you guys, or a couple of them, about how to do rituals. I'm very excited about that, and crystals are great for those as well. So go in peace, have a great day, and I'll talk to you again in a minute.